You're listening to Chris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.
It's now time for Am I a Jerk with Chris and Chelsea. It's pretty simple. Somebody wants to know, am I a jerk for doing what I just did?
Yes, we have Dan today who has managed to tick off his neighbor.
Dan, what's going on?
Okay, yeah. So, it's garbage day, and I'm loading up my trash can really quick because the garbage truck is right down the road, and he's going to be here any second. So I'm loading up my trash can, trying to get it as packed as I could. Then I started to run out of room, and there were other trash cans right next door. They're all lined up in a row. So I started using the next trash can right next to mine. I started loading it up, and then all of a sudden, one of my neighbors came out of nowhere, all upset. Like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Why are you throwing your trash in my garbage can? And I'm like, dude, it's garbage. You just said it. It's trash. What does it matter? He was getting all irate. He's like, you can't do that. And the truck is coming down the road. So I was just trying to get my garbage out, and so yeah, my neighbor was being a little too much, and I don't know. My friends said that maybe I was being a jerk because I did that.
Well, I think a lot of people would say, yeah, you are a jerk for doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know why everybody's so protective and territorial over their trash cans. They hold rubbish, waste, garbage, nasty stuff.
Yeah, but also think about this, Chris. We pay for this service. Each individual pays for it. That's why they don't like public dumping. Remember at our old work, somebody would always come by and unload 6 to 7 bags of their trash. We get charged per pound.
Well, dumpsters, it is illegal. They have signs up saying illegal dumping is a big fine. Why is it? Is it a fine if you dump in like a residential trash can?
I think you probably could. And then think about it. What if, I don't know what my neighbors, what's in their trash. Think of a couple houses down. They're pretty stinky. Like their trash, their garbage always just reeks to the point where it's been disgusting to a lot of neighbors. And now how'd you feel if they start throwing that into your stuff?
By the way, I'm not for dumping. Like if somebody touches my trash can, we're going to duke it out.
Yeah.
I'm not having that.
No. A couple weeks ago, I had a friend who he saw somebody, they're walking their dog made a mess, they bagged it up, and then they opened up his trash can and threw their dog's doo-doo into his garbage can. And he was like, is that okay?
Can I confess something?
What?
I've done that before.
You've picked up after, you never walk the dogs, though.
Well, back in the day when I did,
did.
That one or two times,
You've
I
actually
did,
thrown
but when I don't like carrying that stuff in my pocket. It's a bag full of doo doo. So it was dark out. It was trash pickup the next morning, so I just kind of snuck it in there.
That's embarrassing, and you don't.
What do you mean it's embarrassing? You want me to throw it in the middle of the street?
No, you put it in the doo doo bag. You tie it up, and then you just kind of. You juggle it.
Anyway, Dan, that's the beauty of this feature. We're going to find out if people think you are a jerk for putting your rubbish, your trash, in your neighbor's trash bin. 320-656-9453 is the phone number. That's also the text number as well. Just simply say, is he right? Is he wrong? Is he a jerk? Yes or no? We'll take your calls and text, and we'll get this figured out, okay?
Okay.
Back to Am I a Jerk with Chris and Chelsea. Dan wants to know if he's a jerk for throwing some of his trash, his leftover trash, into a neighbor's bin because the trash truck was coming down the street. Does it matter that he was in a hurry because he saw the truck coming? And
I think that might play a factor into it. So it's not like he was filling up his neighbor's trash bin the whole week.
That's true. It was a one-time incident. Unless he's done it on more than one occasion. So his neighbor came out and started yelling at him, being like, what the heck are you doing, dude? Get your dirty hands off my dirty trash can and stay off my property. I totally get it. I don't want somebody messing with my garbage can either.
Oh, man. Tara just texted in. She's like, look, the garbage truck was on the street. If Dan doesn't toss it in, the trash just sits there for a week, smells. It gets raccoons in there. She's like, big deal. We got another text. This is from Mike, who says, don't sweat the small stuff. Your neighbor's being a total Karen. As long as he isn't throwing away hazardous waste or a literal body, who cares?
But people are territorial over their trash cans for some reason.
I get it.
Honestly, the way I look at it, if you're going to throw it in my trash can that's at the end of my driveway on my properity, you might as well just break into my house and use my trash can in the kitchen.
And
it's
the bathroom.
Exact same thing.
And the bathroom.
Stop it, 320-656-9453. Calls and texts are welcome. Is Dan a jerk, Janet?
He's definitely a jerk. He should have definitely asked his neighbor. I had a neighbor whose garbage can was overflowing, and he just simply asked me, and I said it was okay. I think if he had asked first and just assumed it would be okay, he would have been all right.
I think a lot of people would agree with that statement, right? Is that the golden rule? Just ask first?
Common courtesy.
Easy, right? And all of this would have been avoided.
All right, thanks for the call, Jan. I appreciate it. Ava, what do you think? Jerk or no jerk?
I mean, who cares? It's all going to go in the garbage.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. But the garbage, the neighbor says that, that's my property. What are you doing opening up my can?
Oh, calm down. It's fine.
I don't think a lot of people are saying it's fine right now. People, this is I didn't expect the topic to be this hot, but it is. People are like, get your dirty hands off my garbage can.
Oh, Chris, we got a text. This is from Mike, who actually works in sanitation. And he says, coming from a garbage collector, we don't care whose bin it's in. We just want to get it done. But he says, Dan, if you're going to do that, don't make it weird. Don't run away.
I was going to ask, if a garbage company, if they see you putting garbage in somebody else's can, do they say something?
I think it depends on how far behind they are in their route.
Can they call the rubbish authorities and get you handcuffed and taken to jail for that?
Now, there are some things that you can't dispose of, right? There are some things they will not pick up. So if I saw, for example, we have two neighbors with their Christmas trees out on the street. If I saw a neighbor try to shove something illegal in a canister, I would imagine that's when they'd speak up. They'd be like, you can't do that.
I mean, honestly, like a little doggy bag of poo, I wouldn't want that in my can. What if it's not trash day and they already picked up the trash and somebody puts? Then it's going to be sitting in my receptacle for the next week, stinking it up and stinking it up my garage.
That's why even if Daisy takes a big old dookie at the beginning of our walk, I will carry it in a bag.
It's disgusting.
For 2 miles. It's the cross-eyed bear as her mom. It's just what you do as a dog parent. I'm not putting that on anybody else.
Callie, is Dan a jerk?
Yes, absolutely. He's a jerk. Like, no one wants your stinky garbage. Like, it could attract bugs, animals, whatever. Like, you need to worry about yourself and then put it in the next garbage or drive it to somewhere public. You don't touch your neighbor's garbage. That's ridiculous.
That's what most people are saying right now with all the text messages coming in,
Yeah.
Don't touch my trash can.
Protect your can.
Yeah, because people just then they just get way too comfortable with way too many things. So they have to know, stay on their property, stay with their garbage.
Exactly. All right, we have a lot. Man, we can't get to every single text, unfortunately, but we are adding them up to try to find out if Dan is indeed a jerk for doing this.
Yes, Beth just texted and she's like, what if the neighbor had something heavy that they were just about ready to walk out? Now they can't fit their own trash because Dan was too lazy to plan ahead.
And then they got to put it in the neighbors, and then they're going to get yelled at. It's snowballing. It's a chain reaction. The whole neighborhood's upset at each other.
We have one for the environment, and this was in the back of my mind, Chris. So this is from Lisa. She's like, maybe we should be asking why Dan has so much trash that's overflowing in the first place. Let's talk about composting, Dan. Reduce, reuse, and stay out of other people's bins.
Does it matter if somebody puts something in your recycle bin? Is that treated differently than your trash can?
Same, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like if somebody puts a couch in front of my trash can, yeah, I'm getting charged for that. That's a bigger deal.
Or their grass clipping bags.
Okay, so out of all the texts, all the calls, we finally have the verdict here. Dan, basically, you are a jerk.
You are, dude.
For using somebody else's trash can. It's something you don't do. There's trash can etiquette.
Yeah.
That a lot of people don't talk about. There should be a conversation held more often with people.
I think just as a rule, just stay out of other people's bins. And you know what? Lisa did bring up a good point. Maybe learn how to recycle a little bit more. Then your trash bin won't be overflowing every week.
Exactly.
It's time now for Chris and Chelsea's Animal Stories.
All right, Chelsea's probably going to cry. She typically does during this feature.
Oh.
I find the best animal story that's guaranteed to warm hearts and have a happy ending, and then I have Chelsea read it on air. So she'll cry.
This is so sweet, Chris. This is a very heroic animal. Sometimes we talk about heroes saving animals. This was the other way around. There's a family alive today because of a rabbit.
A rabbit?
Not a smoke alarm, not a neighbor, a rabbit. It happened late at night, just after a long Thanksgiving celebration. Everyone in the house was sound asleep when a fire quietly sparked on the back deck from a leftover fire pit that they thought was out.
Oh, no.
But down in the kitchen, Coco the rabbit felt something.
Coco, I love that name.
I bet it was a little chocolate bunny. No pun intended, before a single wisp of smoke reached the family, before flames pushed through the door, Coco started thumping. Hard, loud, over and over. His owner said it wasn't normal thumping. It was frantic, desperate, like he was begging someone to wake up, and it worked. The mom woke up, ran downstairs to check on Coco, and saw that the entire deck was glowing orange, flames racing towards the kitchen, smoke already seeping in. She scooped up Coco, cage and all, sprinted upstairs, woke up the entire family, and they only had minutes, but they escaped safely, grabbing the Christmas presents from under the tree as the fire closed in behind them.
It's a rabbit smoke detector. That's
I
crazy.
know.
I didn't know they could actually...
Oh, they can sense fire. And
Wow.
he was in the cage, and they don't make like noises.
Right.
Incredible. So firefighters say the back of the home was heavily damaged, but the family believes it would have been a total tragedy if not for one small rabbit with a giant heart and a loud thumper. Coco didn't just warn them. Coco saved them.
By the way, your sound effects for thumping are just second to none right now.
Thank you. Thank you. And today, that heroic little rabbit, is getting all the treats he wants because thanks to him, that family got to celebrate Christmas together.
Wow. Honestly, the family probably wouldn't have made it without that rabbit.
No, fires go so fast.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was down there and like warned his whole family before it even got to the deck. I mean, this is incredible.
Wow.
And they saved all their presents too.
My family had a pet rabbit back in the day. We kept it outside. I honestly didn't know. I always thought it was the dogs that would be able to sense this thing, you know? Now, I've never heard of a cat saving a life by detecting fire or smoke.
Yeah, I've heard.
Have
well,
you?
we can find them. We can find those. Their stories are out there, Chris.
I'm sure.
Heroic, amazing animals. Their senses are incredible and they love their families.
By the way, if you ever have an animal story you want us to share, one that just kind of melts your heart, guaranteed to make Chelsea cry, send it to us and maybe I'll present it to her on a future episode of Animal Stories.
Oh, because we love them.
Oh, that silly, wacky Travis Kelce,
What did he do? I haven't heard that name in a minute.
a.k.a. Taylor Swift's man.
That's right.
He broke a chair during an online broadcast the other day, and he joked that his fiance, Taylor Swift, was going to kill him for it.
So did he go He-Man? He like picked it up and broke it, or he sat down and broke it?
I'm just going to be honest. I didn't watch the video. It doesn't really interest me. I just saw the headline, and I'm like, wow, Taylor's probably going to kill him because it's probably a bougie chair. It's probably the chair her cat slept in, you know?
No.
And Kelce laughed. He broke it because he laughed at a joke from his brother. And apparently...
Oh, so it was an accident. It wasn't him being a big old meathead picking it up and throwing it.
It's not like he's body slamming a chair just to
he's
break
a big...
it.
Did you realize isn't he like 6'8"?
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a huge...
So he
huge
joked,
dude.
and he's like, you know what? My girl's going to kill me for this. And how many guys can relate with that? Like,
Yeah, when you broke my couch, I was super upset.
What did I do? You're the one that broke it. I had the footrest up, and you came and slammed on the footrest, and you totally bent it. My gosh, you're blaming me for that. I'm a big guy. I'm not that big for crying out loud.
If you just scooched over a little bit more, I would have fit.
So have you ever broken something or done something wrong and knew your spouse was going to kill you for it when they found out?
It happens.
I'm under the what's the word I'm looking for? If something, I'm telling the person right away. I'm not trying to hide it.
You should be honest. There's nothing worse than when you come home and you're like, who broke that or what they did? Or if they try to blame it on the dogs.
Yeah, the dogs can only be blamed so much when it comes to this stuff. 320-656-9453. You ever broken something? Done something you knew you were going to get killed for or just get in serious trouble? We'll take your calls and texts. We'll do that coming up next with Chris and Chelsea. So have you ever broken something or done something wrong and you knew your spouse was going to kill you for it or they're going to be very upset and probably leave you?
Oh, no.
I'm exaggerating there, obviously. But were they going to be upset when they found out? Did you try to cover it up or did you just come clean? I'm trying to think most people would probably come clean. But you know what? Some guys don't want to face the wrath of their woman.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, shoot. Especially when it's really expensive. Chris, how much do you know about my stuff in the bathroom? like all my hair tools and all my makeup and stuff.
I know it's all over the place, and
It is not. That countertop is clean. Very, but you know better.
Clean, yeah.
You know better than to touch all this stuff. But Marcus, he said that he accidentally knocked his wife's Dyson hairdryer into a full sink of water. Those are $350 hair tools.
so I'm guessing that ruins it. Couldn't you just turn it on to dry it out?
That's great. He said he fished it out, dried it with a towel, and then spent 3 hours hitting it with a different hair dryer to get the internal moisture out. He's like, it makes a high-pitched whistling sound now, but I've just convinced her that
He tried to dry a hairdryer with a hairdryer? That's brilliant.
it's a $350 hair dryer. He says it does squeal now.
Who buys a $350 hairdryer? What else does it do?
They're pretty incredible.
What? It dries your hair. They're all the same.
It's a Dyson, Chris.
They make vacuums.
It's a Dyson.
Why would you want a vacuum blowing your? I'm not trying to figure you ladies out, but you know what it is. What it is.
Sarah texted too. She said that she got this ugly vintage ceramic figurine from her mother-in-law. Hated it. She's like, I hit it on accident. It broke. The arm came off. She's like, I glued it back together, but she noticed.
It's from the mother-in-law. Just toss it. Nobody cares.
You ever break something, a gift that they give you, you hate it?
You're like, oh, I broke this on accident, honey. I really did. Denise, what happened?
Yeah, I had a nice sofa. I just got it paid off like 3 months beforehand, and I let somebody move in with me, a significant other, and they were a smoker.
Oh, no.
Which I was too, so, it was all right at the time, until they fell asleep with a cigarette in their hand and burnt my sofa.
No!
And they tried to hide it with a stupid little pillow.
That stupid little pillow. How dare that pillow try to hide
Like the
it?
pillow was never going to move.
A cigarette hole.
Oh, that would make me mad, especially, because those couches I just paid off. It took me 5 years to pay them off.
You know what you do? You buy more throw pillows to hide that kind of stuff,
Blankets.
What do you mean your $5,000 sofas? The ones that Daisy licks
It was more
nonstop
than
and
that.
ruins?
They're Eric Church. It's his custom furniture. It was the one thing I got out of the divorce other than the dog and the cleaning bucket.
Why does Eric Church, why does he have his name on sofas?
It's pretty cool,
I still
isn't it?
find that weird.
Have you ever noticed on the armrest that it's the strings from the guitar?
I never noticed that, no.
Now you do. You're sitting on the Chiefs.
Okay.
Will you be nicer to it now?
Okay. No, it's getting old. We got to replace it soon anyway, probably, unfortunately. Pam, what did your husband do?
He broke one of my statues.
Oh!
He literally grabbed a hold of it, and he's like, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. And he took off. He tried to hide it underneath his pillow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, we sleep in the same room, my guy. We sleep in the same room. And he's like, don't be mad. I'm like, I already saw it. What did you do? He's like, I sneezed. I was like, I can't. I'm done.
He tried to pull like the old Chris Farley. What did you do?
Richard, what's happening?
You know what? Things break. They can be replaced, though. You know? Is it that big of a deal, ladies?
Aaron said we were renting and my husband was moving around the refrigerator to clean, which she appreciates, but she said he left a huge scar and tear in the floor. So she came home to a new rug. He tried to cover it, the accident rug.
Yeah.
But she's like, when we moved out, the rug came with us, and she's like, what is that? He tried to play dumb.
Is it just me that hates like scratches from furniture on like the hardwood
It's
or the
bad.
vinyl floor?
Or on the walls.
You can't really get rid of it, you know?
Yeah.
You could buff it all you want. You just go.
And let's not even talk about the walls in our garage.
Right.
That I accidentally may have bumped
driven into
with my Tahoe, like just glazed over it.
There's more holes in that wall than on the moon, for crying out loud. It's just, I don't know what you did.
Oh, don't be dramatic.
You should probably start parking outside. So we decided to hit the streets. We stopped by a retirement community and we asked the older folks there, like, what do you think about this year's Super Bowl halftime show? Are you into it? You excited for it?
What do you think of Bad Bunny, Grandma?
The first question they had was, who's playing?
Who?
Bad Bunny, of course. They're like, what? Here's the reaction I got from them. This is great.
No idea who Bad Bunny is. I'm sure that he's very popular with the teenagers, younger people. Hopefully they understand what he's thinking about. I don't, because he's going too fast.
Oh, I saw that guy on the Grammys. Why does he call himself Bunny?
I'm not sure.
It's really beyond my
comprehension.
I can't say it's music as I think of music.
If I were younger, to be honest with you, I wouldn't date him.
My granddaughter played Bad Bunny for me, and I couldn't understand those words.
Well, that's fine for the new generation, but you show it to somebody in my age group, they'll turn it off in a heartbeat.
Production value-wise, kind of fun to watch, but I'd prefer to turn off the sound.
Turn off the sound and get off my lawn. Oh, that's great. That's great. So they're not too thrilled about it. I mean, Bad Bunny's not their demo, let's be honest with you.
He's definitely towards a younger demo. We'll see how it goes, Chris, but I think there's a good reason why there's like 3 other alternatives for the halftime show.
I think the production, it's always pretty good. I mean, their name's all over it, right?
Yeah.
And if there's a lot of cameos from people that maybe we do know.
Could be exciting.
I just don't know who his friends, who he collabs with now.
What if Adam Sandler came out? Would that change your mind?
What is he going to sing?
With Shooter McGavin?
All right, if Shooter's there.
Adam can sing.
All right, I'd watch it if Shooter shows up with Adam Sandler. Happy Gilmore, Shooter McGavin.
I don't think they know Spanish, though.
Why don't they put them in the halftime show instead? I don't know what they're going to sing or what they're going to do, but I would probably watch it.
I'll put it in the memo.
So I think a lot of people are like you, Chelsea, when it comes to the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. They're tired of seeing the same old teams in the Super Bowl, even though neither one has been there in a handful of years, you know?
It's true. I just feel like the Patriots always make it. The Chiefs, well, they're not playing this year, but you know what I mean? It's like the same ones over and over and over again.
The Seahawks haven't been there in a while, but they had kind of a dynasty, you know, many years back. The last time these two teams played in the Super Bowl, it was a good game. I think the Seahawks probably should have won that game, but I created a parody song for you and everybody else who keeps on saying, I don't want to say the word complaining, but they keep on.
We're whining.
It's the same old teams over and over. So I put together a parody song. It's called Teams, Teams, Teams. Same old teams.
Okay, I like it.
It's a parody of a song you probably recognize. Listen close to the lyrics. Here we go.
Teams, same teams, teams, same darn teams. The Super Bowl makes me ticked. The NFL follows a script whenever it's time for football's main event. The teams, same teams compete for rings. And it's lame how many times outcomes the same whenever I watch the Super Bowl each year. It's teams. I'm sick of your dumb dynasty. The league needs more variety. Whenever I watch you on my TV screen, I scream the same darn teams.
Oh, those same darn teams, I tell you.
True. I love that song.
Enjoy the game this Sunday, folks. So there's a lot of retailers right now that are actually adjusting. They're modifying their return policies ahead of the big game on Sunday.
I knew it.
Because a lot of people like to buy big, old, expensive, big screen TVs because they're hosting a party.
Right.
And they want to impress their friends to make them think that they're rich, right?
That's right. You can't watch it on a tiny, crappy TV.
So they buy a big, old TV they probably can't afford, and then after the game, they return it.
Do people seriously do that?
That's a lot of work. Like the fact of boxing it back up.
I know.
They're huge.
I would be terrified of mounting this thing and then getting it back down. Yeah. So what's their reason for returning it then?
I just saw because they can't afford it. They don't really need it.
No. Like, what do they tell the customer service agent? Like, when they ask you, well, why are you bringing this back?
Probably it wasn't bright enough.
Doesn't fit or whatever. They just make something up. Oh my gosh, what a waste.
Didn't fit on my wall. I can't do this. I can't do that. Like, it's tough returning electronics because a lot of them, I don't know if a lot of retailers do this anymore. There used to be like restocking fees.
Yeah.
Do they do that anymore?
There is a restocking fee. And we went, remember when I was the little rule follower back in the day.
Oh, you love enforcing and just hosing people, yeah.
You know what?
I know.
No. They're trying to hose the company. What I would do is I would actually plug it in and turn it on and try to see where the problem was, if it in fact
Just
was a
take
problem.
their word for it. You are the worst. You
I
are the
don't
most
trust-
stickler customer service person ever.
That's right.
If
You
I
know
return
what?
something to you and you like ask me 20 questions, I'd be like, mind your own business, girl. I just want my money back.
You know of anybody. I take my jobs very seriously.
So if you plan, just go rent a TV. There's rental centers out there. I mean,
They love me.
They're not.
You know, people weren't using us as a garage sale. I can tell you that.
So do you know someone who's a serial returner? I just made up that term, serial
I like it.
returner.
Yeah.
That returns everything.
You could even return cereal.
There's some people that work the system. They'll buy everything, even clothing, which is weird to me.
I'm looking at a cereal returner right now.
Do you know, I return things only because they don't work the way I want them to or the way they were advertised. I am not going to pay good money for something that doesn't do what I wanted it to do and I expected it to do.
Mhm.
Is that too much to ask for in this day and age, Chelsea?
Mister, I got a new printer. Let me throw my old printer in the box and bring it back.
That's because I got a better deal somewhere else and they wouldn't match the price. They did. They shot themselves in the foot on that one.
Yes.
They did.
Yes,
Because that one employee just reminded me of Chelsea. She's like, no, unless it's in stock, we're not going to match the price.
Correct.
Well, I'm just
Does she
going
have
to
glasses too?
I'm just going to return it.
All right, cereal returners.
Serial returners, do you know somebody, or maybe it's you, if you want to call yourself out, who buys something, then returns it excessively? 320-656-9453. We'll take your calls and texts coming up next. Do you know someone who's a serial returner? They abuse the return policy with companies that have very solid return policies. Like there's a big box store that I like to frequent. They'll pretty much take anything back, no questions asked. That's what I like about it.
They really do.
Like I'll bring something back there, and then I'm like, I tell them why I'm bringing it back, and they're like, you don't need to do that.
Don't
I'm like,
even-
but I want to tell you why, because it makes me feel better.
Right.
Even though you have a very lenient policy when it comes to, they'll accept things probably sold other places. They don't even carry.
They're actually notorious and famous for their returns.
Other places, Amazon will almost accept any return.
Yeah.
They have a very good policy, but they make so much money. Does it really matter?
It's really bizarre. There are a few things I need to return for Amazon. I'm like, it's not worth it. This is nuts to me. Are you ready for these texts, Chris?
Yep.
All right. This is from Chloe. She's like, I'm not going to say which sister, but she's my sister, had 5 weddings last year. It gets to be expensive. That she was a bridesmaid for each of them.
Oh, I thought she was in them. I'm like, wow. She cycles through the men.
Well, yeah. So she's like, it gets really expensive. So what her sister said is, I don't have the budget for all these dresses. So she purchased these bridesmaid dresses, and then she ended up returning 4 out of the 5 after wearing them to the weddings, saying that they either didn't fit, they were the wrong color, the wedding got canceled, the bride and groom broke up. She's like, she used every excuse in the book.
Is that the most returned dress you think, like wedding dresses and gowns?
You can't.
Well, they shouldn't.
I'm shocked. There was a time where I pulled out of a wedding. I said, I'm just not going to be, I can't stand up for you guys.
Yeah.
And and it was an ugly dress. It was mint green, bleh, gross. If that's your favorite color, good for you. But I tried to return it and they said, we can't return it. I said, but you don't understand. I am no longer a bridesmaid. I fired myself.
What are you trying to argue with them? This coming from the girl that does the same thing to other people when she worked customer
$187
service.
dress that was unused, wouldn't be
well.
used, and it still had the tags on it. It was brand spanking new.
Well, the first thing I do if somebody asks me to be in a wedding, I'm like, do I like you enough to spend $100 renting a tux?
I did at the time. And then her husband did something really vile and awful. And I said, I can't in good faith stand next to you.
I have some friends. I'm like, yeah, you're worth about 75. You're not at that 100
I
point.
should have
so.
known because it was when it was mint green. You're right. I should have just said, you know what? That's a gross color. I'm
Why
out.
is that lady in 5 weddings? Just say no.
She has a lot of friends.
It's not hard to say no.
She has a lot. No,
Who
there's
cares?
some,
Just
Chris,
say
there are
no.
some people who like to be part of things.
Well, not me.
It made a whole movie. You've obviously never seen Katherine Heigl's 27 Dresses.
No, I did not see that, and I'm probably never going to see it.
Marcus texted in. He said that his roommate, Leo, is always stealing things from different rooms in the house, boxing them up and trying to return them for extra money.
Where?
He said that he's tried to take away my game, like my PS5.
Oh, my gosh.
He tried packing up one of my TVs and remote controls and even a couple games. He tried to repackage them and sell them.
He better keep his eye on a cat.
Oh, no. Can you return a cat for money?
Oh, I'm sure you can somewhere, you know. Kelly, who's a serial returner?
my friend's daughter. She's going to ruin the Amazon return thing for all of us. She buys the cutest, most adorable outfits for her kids for picture day and then returns them. So for like birthdays, anniversaries, and stuff like this, and just little parties and get-togethers and stuff, she'll order these adorable, expensive outfits online. And then she'll make sure to tell the oldest girl. She'll be like, now don't ruin this. We've got to send it back.
Oh, my.
But the oldest girl, she's like used to this. She's been raised this way. She's like, I cannot get this outfit dirty. It is the return outfit. That's what she calls it. The little baby, he's like one-ish, little over one. So he's monitored the entire time and not allowed to be fed in this outfit.
If you call them return outfits, that's not right. I swear, if Amazon changes the return policy, I'm going after this lady.
That's messed up. And they can see it in her search history.
And couldn't you see it? Don't people, like women and guys, sweat in clothing when they go to like a function like that?
I would be so grossed out if it's one thing when you try on clothes and then it goes back on the rack. It's another thing if you actually wear it to a function the entire day and then return it.
And then use it?
Gross.
Yeah, that is kind of gross.
Because Amazon's not going to clean these things. You can't wash something that has its tags on
No,
it.
they're going to sell it for a discount under the used section. And then somebody like Chelsea's going to get it. It's already been sweated. That's disgusting.
I would know. I'd be like,
Ugh.
ew.
Oh, gross. All right, so this is ridiculous. There's some married women who are once again hiring private detectives to track their husbands on Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, shoot.
Because that's the day, apparently, men... Why would you cheat on Super Bowl Sunday if you're a dude? Go watch football and enjoy
I was going to say, and you know I'm like, I can be hardcore feminist. Why would, like, you'd lose your man card instantly.
Some wives are paying as much as $3,000 to have their husbands placed under 24-hour surveillance because they say they're going to a friend's house or a buddy's to watch the game, but they're really going to watch something else. So suspicious wives are even hiring female detectives. Now, I don't like when women try to trap their husband. I think that's kind of crummy, isn't it? Like if you hire a sexy model to go hit on your husband and
that's messed up.
He accepts the bait. I mean, you're pretty much asking for it, right?
Wow. You think very little of men, Chris.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to hire a female PI, make sure she looks hideous. I don't know. Like
the whole point of a PI is that they don't make contact, Chris. They're like hiding in the bushes or out in the street.
Hey, listen, the way I see it, I know this is not going to be, this may irritate people saying this, but I say what I think.
Yep.
If you're going to hire a PI to track your partner, the relationship's probably already over.
You're exactly right. I was going to double down on it. I'm going to have something even worse to say. You ready for this?
Save your money.
Some spicy truth.
What?
If your husband's going to cheat, he's going to cheat. Nothing's going to stop him from cheating.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's going to stray.
There's a reason you don't trust him in the first place.
He's garbage. Just get rid of him.
Why do you want to be with him?
Man.
Right.
Go find your own fun guy to watch the game with. And then when your husband comes home, be like, oh, I just needed somebody here to help explain football to me.
So I guarantee there's someone out there that knows someone who hired a PI, a private investigator, to follow a cheater.
Wow.
They had reality TV shows on this, which were always fun to watch, right?
Yeah.
It never ends well for the old cheater. They're always laying horizontal in that bed, and then the covers come off, and the PI comes in, and
wow,
they catch you red-handed.
You're really like know the specifics.
So do you know someone who hired a PI to follow a cheater? If so, what happened? 320-656-9453. We'll take your calls and texts. We'll do that coming up next with Chris and Chelsea. So do you know someone who hired a PI, a private investigator, a private detective to follow a cheater? If so, how did it turn out? What happened? I don't even know where you go to find these people, like Craigslist?
Oh, you can find them.
Are they on Marketplace?
You can find them.
You're not looking in the phone book.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, I just dated myself right there.
I was like, they still have those?
Like, what do you do? A Google search? Private investigator?
Yeah.
Really?
Or attorneys. Attorneys, they hire private investigators quite a bit.
Okay.
Or, ex-CIA. I know a couple of people who are ex-CIA. Yeah, that's the first time I dropped that. Oh, wow, you should have seen your face.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, ex-military wife. I know some people. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be watching my rearview mirror moving forward.
No, I love you. I think you're great. Or you can hire your sister-in-law. That's what Sarah said. Sarah said, I hired my sister-in-law to go after, which was essentially her brother, because I thought that would be inconspicuous, right?
Yeah.
And so she said that my sister-in-law caught him at a hotel. She took all the high-res photos because she was a photographer too on the side, just made sense. And she actually had them printed out in a Shutterfly photo book.
Wow.
And we put it on the coffee table during Thanksgiving. It was priceless.
How does one become a PI? Do you have to go to school for that?
I think it's natural. I think women are really good at doing, I call it recon, and we're really good at investigating people, and we can sniff out liars.
I'd like to try that someday. Just like follow somebody, take pictures secretly, like in your vehicle, in your back seat.
I've had to do some recon before.
Yeah. Oops, I had the flash on. Damn it! They caught me. I would be a terrible PI.
Oh, gosh.
I would be terrible.
Speaking of that, Nate just texted in. He's like, my neighbor hired a PI who is so bad at blending in that her husband thought he was being stalked by a hitman,
Oh my
called the cops, and then got detained. And then she had to explain
Wow.
why. That she was just insecure. It wasn't a criminal.
Hey, Belle, who did you hire a PI for?
My ex-husband, my son's dad, I suspected him of cheating big time, and I actually hired this girl to actually spy on him, and not only spy on him, but like flirt with him and see if he would take the bait, and he most certainly did. She was very beautiful, and she took him back to our house where I walked into the bedroom, and he was busted, yep. And, we got a divorce shortly after that. It was done.
Well, yeah.
Oh, honey.
You're setting him up with a beautiful lady. What do you expect is
You
going to happen?
did. You baited the hook. But the idiot took it.
Well,
He
yeah.
took it.
I
What a
mean,
moron. I have so many thoughts.
what did there's an old comedian, was it Dave Chappelle or somebody like that? No, it was Chris Rock that said this in a stand-up comedy, and I've always remembered it to this day. A man is only as faithful as his options.
Holy buck. That's what.
It's kind of true in a way when you think about
I think
it.
you're rubbing off on me because I was going to say, was he so flattered that this gorgeous woman was hitting on him that he's like, this is my only chance.
Wow, pretty ladies
this is my
never.
only shot.
Pretty girls never hit on me. This must be my
Gross.
lucky day.
Oh, this one's kind of sad. She's like, please don't use my name. She's like, this was really embarrassing. But she's like, I was so insecure. My husband was gone, and it was every Tuesday night, and he was telling me that he was working late. But she's like, I noticed a pattern. So she's like, I hired a PI to follow him for a couple weeks to find out that he actually wasn't cheating at all. He was taking singing lessons because he was working on a song for us for our anniversary and wanted to surprise me.
Well, doesn't she feel terrible?
She's like, I felt like the lowest of the low. So I had to sit there and I was crying during the entire song.
What did his singing instructor look like?
Oh, shut up, Chris. Probably some old lady.
Jessica, what's your story?
It wasn't a hired PI, but my ex-husband thought he was a PI. He was taping my phone calls, and I discovered that one day. I went down into the basement, and I'm like, what's this line? Well, here he'd put a recorder on the telephone.
What?
And then also caught him, he'd sit down the road and watch the house with binoculars. And my she shed had been broken into, and there really was nothing in there. And I thought, well, who did that? Well, it was him.
That is a wild story, Jessica. I don't think I want to know anymore.
She shed. What a nut job. I can help you with a restraining order if he's not a problem.
Who has the time to sit down at the end of the street with binoculars? If I saw somebody in a car with a pair of binoculars, I'd be like, man, you're really dedicated.
Oh, here's another one. She said, no name, please. No name. She's like, my coworker hired a retired CIA guy to follow her husband.
Yes.
And he sent back a report. They actually do. It's called a dossier at 50 pages, including thermal heat maps and a list of every person he spoke to at the grocery store. But, Chris, turns out he was just sneaking Taco Bell because she put him on a keto diet.
Of course. I've actually
cheating on his diet.
I had to do that before when I was married to that crazy vegan. I would actually go to McDonald's and I'd get some fries and I'd eat them in my car.
I heard you were always
I'm such a bad boy.
I heard you were going to B-dubs and you were eating as fast as you could.
I gotta get mouthwash and wash the smell of chicken out of my mouth before I went home.
Here she thought you were stepping out on her or smoking or whatever. It turns out you're just eating all the meat you can.
No, she'd be more upset if I was eating meat than probably cheating on her. Just being honest.
Wow.
You're listening to Chris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.